everyone, it's Darcy. Welcome back to the Ladies First. Today we're taking a closer look at one of my favorite Disney Pixar films and diving into a topic that's at the heart of Merida's journey, breaking traditions. Specifically, how Merida's rebellion against societal expectations is more than just teenage defiance. It's a powerful form of empowerment. So grab your favorite cup of tea or coffee and let's break it down. In Brave, Merida stands out because her story isn't about finding love or being saved. It's about breaking free from the rigid traditions that define her life and forging her own path. Tradition tells her that she must marry a suitor chosen for her, something that's been expected of princesses for centuries. But Merida, she's not having any of it.
I am Merida, firstborn descendant of Clan Dunbrog, and I'll be shooting for my own hand.
This moment is pivotal. It's not just a rejection of marriage. It's a declaration of independence. By stepping up and competing for her own hand in marriage, Merida takes control of her own destiny, something we don't often see in traditional princess stories. Let's talk about archery for a second. In film, objects are rarely just objects. They symbolize something deeper. For Merida, archery is more than a skill. It's freedom. It's her way of escaping the life planned for her, while the other clan leaders see it as a competition. For Merida, it's her way of saying, I control my fate, not tradition. Now, one of the most interesting dynamics in Brave is the tension between Merida and her mother, Queen Eleanor. Eleanor represents the weight of tradition. She genuinely loves Merida and wants what's best for her. But best according to tradition means marrying well and becoming a proper queen. This conflict reflects a much larger universal struggle for women, balancing personal freedom with societal expectations. Eleanor's belief in tradition isn't villainous. It's how she was raised, just like so many women who've been taught to conform rather than rebel. But what makes Merida's rebellion empowering is how she challenges these norms, not just for herself, but ultimately for her entire kingdom. When Merida rebels, she isn't just refusing to get married. She's challenging the very structure that dictates how women should live their lives. This rebellion isn't about selfishness. It's about reclaiming choice. For centuries, women's choices have been limited by traditions that prioritize duty over personal fulfillment. Brave flips that narrative. And what's beautiful about Brave is how it shows us that breaking tradition doesn't mean abandoning your family or heritage. By the end, Merida and Eleanor find a way to honor both tradition and individuality. It's not a story about destroying the past, it's about evolving it. When we compare Merida's journey to earlier Disney princesses, the difference is striking. In The Little Mermaid, for example, Ariel rebels against her father's wishes, but for love. In Mulan, the rebellion is about honor and duty to family, but it's still tied to societal expectations. Merida's rebellion, however, is purely personal. It's about her right to exist as she is, without bending to anyone else's expectations. This makes her one of the most empowering characters in the Disney canon. Her story isn't just about bravery, it's about self-empowerment through defiance. So what can we take away from Merida's story? She teaches us that breaking tradition isn't always easy, but it's often necessary. Traditions can ground us and connect us to our roots, but when they limit who we are or who we can become, it's okay. No, it's essential to challenge them. That's what true empowerment is all about. Finding your voice, making your own choices, and living life on your terms. Thank you for watching and joining me on this deep dive into Brave. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe here in Ladies First. And tell me, what's one tradition you've broken in your own life to follow your dreams? Let's share some stories in the comments below. Once again, this is Darcy. See you next time.